Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we're continuing our series on geometry, talking about some angles. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have paper and pencil handy so you're ready to take some notes. Here we go. I will know how to classify angles by size, how big they are, and their location, where they are. Okay? Couple of different things. Let's get into it. So first, naming an angle. Okay, there's going to be 4 different ways that we can name an angle. And sometimes angles use one of the ways, sometimes angles use 2 of the ways, sometimes angles use all of the ways, okay? First off, they might have a number inside, okay? So if there's a number on the inside like that, it doesn't have a degree sign, it's just a number, we could call this angle 2. Now I know that looks like a less than sign, and the less than sign and the angle sign in math, they do look kind of similar, but that stands for angle 2, okay? Sometimes there might be a letter on the outside, okay? So we could call this angle Y, okay? So both of those are legitimate ways to say what this angle is. And then there are times where there are 3 letters, and you might call it angle X, Y, Z. Okay? Now, the fourth one is almost exactly the same as the last way we said it, except it's in reverse order. Angle Z, Y, X. Notice, on both numbers 3 and 4, the Y is in the middle because in order, X, Y, Z, or Z, Y, X, Y is always on the inside because that's the angle part. That's the part that we have down here. That's where the Y is located, okay? So 4 different ways. We could call it angle 2, angle Y, angle X, Y, Z, angle Z, Y, X, okay? And let's take a look at another example, all right? So this is a perfect one, right? We have another angle here. What can we call it, right? Yep, I heard you. Angle 1. Somebody said that. You could also call it angle B, right? I could call it angle CBA. Got to put them in the right order. Or going opposite, angle ABC. B is in the middle on both of them because B is at the vertex, okay? If you've heard that word before, vertex, okay, that's the sort of center point of the angle, okay? All right, so that's naming it 4 different ways. You're going to have to do that on the worksheet today. Okay, classifying angles by their size. Okay, so I made a little box here, 4 different quadrants in it. Okay, these words should look familiar to you. Acute is any angle less than 90 degrees. Okay, I think of it as a cute little angle. Okay, less than 90 degrees. Then move on to right angle, right? Any angle equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so it can't be bigger, can't be smaller, has to be equal to 90 degrees. That is when they have the perfect corner and they put the box down there to show, yep, that is perfectly 90 degrees. Obtuse, okay, any angle greater than 90, right, 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees, okay? So, technically, anything bigger than 90, 90.001 would be considered obtuse, and anything leading up until 180 degrees, right, that'd be obtuse. That'd be like 179.9, right? So I have a big open angle here. That's an obtuse angle, okay? And then there is straight angle. Any angle equal to 180 degrees, right? It is a perfectly straight angle. It's a 180 degree angle, okay? Right, so now, those probably look familiar to you. You probably heard some of those words before, or you had it in your vocab vault earlier in the school year, okay? Acute, right, obtuse, straight. All right, so the first four, we're classifying them by their size. These are all by your size. You can also classify angles by their location, all right? So size and location. Adjacent means next to. Okay, like I could say that my classroom is adjacent to, Miss Winter's classroom. Okay, for those of you that are in my class this year, she's next door to me. We share that wall. Okay, so two angles that sort of share a side, like in this case, angles 1 and angle 2. Okay, they share this part right here. So you could say that those are adjacent to. I don't care how big they are, right? One could be really big and one could be really small. That's a 4 in there, right? I don't care how big they are, but because they're next to each other, I can say that they are adjacent, okay? Vertical angles are across from each other. Now, when two lines intersect, okay, 4 different angles are formed, okay? Angle A up top, angle B there on the side, angle C on the bottom, angle D to the left. Now, when I look at that picture, angle A and angle C are vertical angles, okay? By the way, they equal each other, right? They are equal. Okay, so if that's 100 degrees, angle C would be 100 degrees as well. Okay, so angle A and C, vertical angles. Angles B and D are going to be vertical angles. They're across from each other, okay? They're across from each other when the two lines intersect. Now, neither, okay? Neither is sort of the category that doesn't satisfy either of the other two. They're not next to each other and they're not vertical. Anything else, okay, would be considered neither, right? If two angles are just kind of out here like this, yep, those aren't touching, they're not next to each other, and they're not from across from each other, we'd say that they're neither. They're neither across from each other or adjacent to each other, okay? Let's take a look at some pictures. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, we have two lines intersecting, so I can say angle A is vertical to angle C, right? Angle B is adjacent to, well, what is it next to? To angle A, right? Or I could say angle C. I guess I could have said angle B is vertical to the 110, okay? A lot of things I could say here. Angle C is adjacent to the 110, right? As long as it means next to. Angle C is vertical to angle A. That's sort of the opposite of the first one we said. Okay, so that's just an example of a picture. Okay, whoa, okay. If you need to pause the video and draw this, do that right now, okay? Okay, so let's take a look at it. Hopefully you had a chance to draw it, okay? We have A, B, C, D, E. Now, A is vertical to who? Well, A is opposite. Let me see if I do this right. A and D are vertical angles. Okay. How about F? F is vertical to C. Yes. Okay. And we have E is vertical to B. Now, let's see if we can figure out some that are adjacent. Okay, who is adjacent to each other? Next to each other. So that means AF, F and E, D and E, DC, BC, and AB. Okay, all of those pairs are adjacent to each other. Now, the last one is neither. So what are two angles that are neither vertical nor adjacent? So C is vertical to F, and it's adjacent to D and B. So I can say that it's really neither with A, and it's really neither with E. It's not any sort of pair. Okay, let's pick another one. Angle A. Well, what is A vertical to? A is vertical to D. Okay, so I can't say that's neither for that. It's adjacent to F, and it's adjacent to B. So it's kind of neither of the two pairs with E or C. Okay? All right? If you need to go back and hear what I just said, do that. Okay? Listen to that part again. Where they're vertical, where are they adjacent, and where are they sort of this neither idea, because you're going to need to do that today or tomorrow on your worksheet. Okay? That's it for angles today, guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope to see you soon. Have a great day.